but the results are as you would probably expect. 3X is up 2-0 over Rain, which means the 3X wins this game. The entire match is done, and Rain gets pushed down into the loser's bracket to fight their way through it and come back against 3X again tomorrow. Totally not planned. All right, let's take a look at the build here for 3X. We've got Don't Flashbang Babies in a Ragnar, Striver in a Daring, usual build. Vile 9 is in a Kots build, Gearing this time. Very interesting to see him in that instead of his Harugamo we saw earlier. Kinemod is in a Des Moines. Behind him is John the Ruthless's Des Moines, a unique upgrade for both of these ships. Although Kinemod, he's like, I got this, I won't die. I'm not running survivability expert. IKEA is in a Petropavlovsk with a reload build. And there's faster motion in the San Martin, heading all the way out towards the AA side. Montana Silverblade using Sniper Spec. And then finally we've got Angel Stones Vermont with basically Sniper Quickscope, both the rudder shift and the turret shift. He wants to get guns on target as quickly as possible. What's Rain bringing, Mr. Puddin?
Well, Rain is bringing the 320 Blazing Gearing with a reload Stalingrad, with a reload Rooster, a Ledgemont Des Moines, and 360 Quick Snow Ohio. Looks like 2 apples.
Okay.
With the Daring running a typical build, reversing into Bacon as the Gearing gets spotted and is taking some fire. The Daring, 3X is Daring. The Montana is running sniper build, and he is parked behind Bacon with the Petro running reload. That is in the typical, I would say, Petro spot at this point, or Stalingrad spot. The 420 Blazing Haragumo is setting a smoke screen for nobody behind
like
Chocolate.
That. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. This is the 410 Blaze It mostly. And the reason for that is simple. It's going to make 3X think that there's a cruiser behind this smoke screen. So I really like this decision here. It's going to force them to be a little bit more cautious going into the C-cap. And reminder that Gdansk and Minotaur were banned in this particular game.
Now, I'll be honest with you. This may work on anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
3X is not going to fall for this. Like every other clan may have a difficulty counting ships.
Mm-hmm.
3X knows how to count, and they count very well.
Yes.
Right. They're going to figure out it's literally nobody behind that smoke cloud really quickly.
Yep. Now, there's a few Rain ships that haven't been spotted yet, but once they do start getting spotted, yeah, Rain will know, or 3X will know. But for now, at least, they're going to play a little cautious. And right here, Flashbang Babies going into the smoke, or into the cap. Now, I'm going to fly over to the smoke for a second, get you to understand why this is so important. He's touching the cap. He wants to see if he's going to pull or trigger a radar. He's well within 10 kilometers of this smoke. Okay? So, he's actually within 9. He did that on purpose. The Wooster, if the Wooster's in the smoke for amazing, he'd be radared right now, right? Des Moines would radar him right now. Petro or Stalin would radar him right now. But because he's not being radared, and now we've got the Gearing, Vile, also moving down. Take a look at where Vile is. Same deal. Same position to the smoke. So, go back to what Putin said. They sussed it up pretty quickly that that was a ploy. They got the cap. And they know that the push side for Rain is over at A.
I mean, the other thing is, Petro got spotted moving into the gap.
Yes. Gangbang.
Right. So, even if Ragnar gets radared by the Petro, they know how to count seconds and go, well, that was Petro's radar. The radar did not come from that smoke cloud.
Right.
Right. Because you're not parking it, like, you're not going to park a Stalingrad behind a smoke cloud. It's just silly.
And Taro goes into the B cap trying to take it after Striver was in. Interesting that Striver was shooting there. Gets himself spotted. But nobody can really do anything about it. And let's see what happens over on the other side, the push side. Now, in order to give up C the way that Rain did, they obviously put more of their resources on the other side to push. What that means is Rain needs to convert this cap as soon as possible. They gave away a cap for free at C. They really need to be pushing hard here at A. They're not really doing that just yet.
The other thing that you noticed is obviously 3X's push side was Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Or Charlie for those of you that are annoyed. But you notice that the Gehring and Des Moines are pushing whatever ship was kiting, which they have to assume is the Hiragumo.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you deal with the kite side. You use as few resources as possible to keep the kite side ship from pushing back in. You keep them kiting. You start reallocating ships to other sides, different positions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they sussed that out. Look at the Ragnar in Vermont.
Right. Like where you can see John the Ruthless Des Moines, the Vermont's coming on top with the Ragnar for Bacon. They're probably going to sneak John the Ruthless into one of these two channels eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, look at Rain's Petro being forced forward.
Yeah. He's done.
And
that's it.
He either dies torpedoes or one of the 74 ships shooting him.
Right.
Well, it's not the torpedo, so it's going to be one of the 72 ships.
Yep. To his credit, he does dodge the torpedoes. He's got Hydra going. He's got to know he's dead.
Ironically, the only one that can hit him that's been consistently hit him is the other Petra.
Well, as Angelstone just comes around that corner, fires his guns anyways in anger. Like, damn it, I wanted that kill.
But you know what? That's important, though. Shoot it till it's dead.
Uh-huh. In case he got a heal off. Absolutely. Now, while all that's been going on, they do cap A, and Formazing's Wooster goes into the Thunderdome. Probably never come out.
Why do you say that, Seth? I mean, have you seen several ships go in there and just be like, "Oh, this is a quaint little village. I wonder if there's a house for sale."
I've totally never seen this happen before, ever.
Now, Rain's Montana is the next focus of Fury of 3X.
I'm gonna back off here, and I want to say something too really important. Look at John the Ruthless. He's not going into a channel. He's sitting back in what we like to call a sweep position, right? He can go one way or another. He's got plenty of time to decide based off of the situation. So I do like how they have him set up there. They don't need him right now, right? He's just the trapdoor. That's very smart. And then you can see the wrapper on the other side. This is why we always talk about not giving up a flank. Because Rain gave up a flank to the point where now they're starting to get wrapped around. And you can see Vile taking advantage of that now in the Gehring, shooting at Dastard in the rear. He doesn't care. If Bison wants to shoot, fine. Bison opens up, cool. Well, now Vile can just smoke. There he goes.
Well, I mean, more importantly, like, okay, yeah, I don't care if Bison shoots me, because...
Yeah.
Guess what? That tells me exactly where he is.
That's
not
right.
Like, well, he's in this area.
That's right.
No, he's exactly right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you now become one of the 74 ships shooting a dead Montana.
That's right. And the important thing to that too, guys, is now they also know where the torpedoes are likely going to be coming from. Oh, look, it's the smoke screen. So what's Vile going to do? He's just going to leave. The whole reason for him to be there is gone now, right? You know that this smoke is dirty. You know that you're going to run into torpedoes there. Bison was detected momentarily. Kinemon now popping the radar. He's got his Hydra going for another 15 seconds. He will spot these torpedoes. And even if he takes one, who cares, right? Who's going to punish him at this point? Stalingrad?
Well, I mean, if he takes one, it's just AR for him.
That's right. Look at John the Ruthless now, moving his Des Moines into a position where he can support his team, shoot down the Stalingrad, for free. He's behind the island, and he's able to take advantage of his long-range shots because his shells at long range arc over the island.
Now, what I do find a little confounding, confusing, is the battleships are both kind of positioned for 3X and the same line, to where you're not really going to get good cross shots on what's coming out of it.
Oh, wait. The
I'm
3X
talking
battleships,
yeah, Angel and Silver.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that they did that and not have Angel more towards, like, on the D line.
Well, I think what happened is as Angel comes through the middle, you've got the Montana and you've got that Petropavlovsk that both went down. Once that happens, I think it makes sense to bring both battleships to just completely blunt the push side. And you saw them whack together. Who was it? Lulu Snail. His Des Moines just gets hammered down, and now they're going to focus on Malamu and Chip Shady.
Vile could go down here, but are they going to take down the Daring or the Gumo?
Wow, Vile does go down. Kinemon trying to avenge his teammate.
Fortunately, he doesn't have radar for another 40 seconds or so.
He wisely pops his heel.
He does get the Daring.
He gets Entaro. Now, Entaro wasn't spotted that whole time because of the smoke screen, so he just basically saw where that Daring was and just clicked on that point. John the Ruthless gets the kill on the Stalin. And,
I mean, now you have Montana and Vermont going up against the Ohio.
Right, with Ragnar and San Martin helping out too.
Right. With the Ragnar.
There goes Bison.
We're not sure what the San Martin's going to do.
Well, he chucked torpedoes at Malamu, so that helps, right? He's doing something.
He could be sending gift baskets in the form of shells, but those torps actually come in handy.
Yeah.
Dare I say, we've actually seen a San Martin be a little bit more useful than just surviving.
It's too bad the game had already been decided by that point.
Well, let's not get, like, overzealous here.
Okay, take a look at Formazing just coming out. He knows it's over. And, oh, hey, look, he's going to die in the Thunderdome. Amazing.
With his engines out.
Yep.
To John the Ruthless.
Yep. All that's left is Malamu's Ohio.
Who's actually showing broadside to San Martin, who's actually doing damage. Somebody get a calendar and write this down.
Right? Seriously. On this day, we saw San Martin do damage in King of the Sea. Alright, well.
I think this all boils down to sending Bison with a fake smoke screen.
Well, with nothing to back that up to stop the complete just run-in push, yeah. And even with the higher ship population on the other side, it collapsed. So, congratulations to 3X. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.